But we are hearing from some of those people this morning, and they say the one thing they can't stop thinking about are the people who lost their lives.
They lost more. We were fortunate. We have insurance, so we can replace stuff.
And over in Clarksville, the other 3 lives were lost there when a deadly tornado swept through. This is video from our partners Dash 10 Media. Neighborhoods are littered with debris, as you can see, a part of either a home or a building. Our Carly Gordon is surveying the damage and is near Peters Mill Road right now. Carly, tell us what you're seeing.
Well, I want to show you this because I'm hoping it's going to add some perspective for you. That right there is the top of a power pole. So you see it's now on the ground. The lines are dangling just above my head. I'm about 5'1". And then you have to walk with me this way. And Sandra here is going to pan up to show you that is the base of the power pole. That's the part that's supposed to be in the ground. It's now dangling above. The wind snapped it like a twig. And this is the type of damage that we're seeing all over town. I mean, you see the second level of these condominiums is gone. Then there are the casualties. 23 people were hospitalized here in Clarksville, and 3 people died, including a child. The mayor here has declared a state of emergency.
Good morning, everybody. No doubt there are more questions than we have answers for this morning, and we will get those answers to the citizens of our beautiful city in a short time. But our priority first is to take care of our people. We know we have people who are suffering because of loss of life and injuries and loss of property. As Mayor Golden mentioned, we took a tour this morning of the affected neighborhoods, and there is devastation everywhere. But one thing I love about this city, when there's a need, we rally around that need, and then we had neighbor helping neighbor. For those who have been affected by this tragedy, we will mobilize volunteers. You've heard the number, and if you need help, please call. Please call. We will mobilize, and help will be on the way. The Clarksville Department of Electricity still has a number of homes and areas that are without power, but let me just reemphasize, this is a multiple day event. Could be a couple of weeks before we get power restored. The distribution system of our power system is our first priority. If you see a wire on the ground, please treat it as it's a live wire and call 911 just to make sure that we take good care of that. And please be safe, and then be patient. Finally, please be patient. We will get to you as quickly as we can. We promise. We've got crews from all over the country responding and helping us there. So finally, I just want to say thank you to our community for rallying around during this time of need. When there is a need, Clarksville responds, and we are so grateful. We're also grateful to have with us Colonel Midbury, Garrison Commander of Fort Campbell, here, and knowing we got folks reaching out from Fort Campbell as well. But we will get answers to you. We promise you that we will provide information. But please, if you want to help, call that number so we can make sure that we get you on the list, and we can mobilize in an organized fashion and help our neighbors as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, Jennifer, and you can just see the extensive damage behind me, but I've actually joined with a homeowner this morning. She's been inside her house. She's lived here for about 30 years, you said, and this is Deborah Sharp. Can you just tell us a little bit about what you experienced? Because you were home when this happened.
I was at home, and I just got out of the shower, and the sirens and things were going off. And so I'm like, well, hey, I better get downstairs up under the steps. But before I can get there, it all happened within 5 seconds. It blew out my window and blew everything to the back. It blew me down the steps. It took me a minute to get up and get some clothes on to come out and see what exactly had happened. But as the day is starting to rise now, I can actually see the damage that has been done to my house. But I do want my family and friends to know that I am all right, because a sister station was putting my house on there, and they thought I was in here dead. But I'm okay. I'm alive. All is well. It's just stuff, and you can replace stuff. God gives it to you, and God can take it away from you and give you something new and something better.
And we're just relieved that you're okay and that you made it through.
Okay.
And you said that you've heard from neighbors a little bit and that they're okay?
Now my neighbor Tim, he was home, and Naomi was home when it happened. This neighbor on this side, whose second floor is completely out, is her house that's in there sitting on top of my bed, that I need some help over here from somebody to help me get my neighbor's house off of my bed. But she wasn't home at the time. And that was a good thing because it happens so fast. I really thought it was going to miss us. I really didn't think it was going to hit me. I never experienced that before, but as the daylight is coming up, I see the devastation. The pole is down. I can't get out of my driveway. I can't leave. So if anybody want to bring me a cup of coffee, 2 creams, 3 sugars, and a biscuit, I have no heat, and I can use some help over here.
Jennifer, you can just see it's just very difficult here, and we know that 3 people did lose their lives, but we're getting a better look now as the sun's coming up to see these homes. You can see this house here just completely ripped apart by that roof there, so it's going to take some time to rebuild this. We have power lines down. And we know that a lot of people are going to want to rush out and help. We just want you to be safe and make sure that you are communicating with the proper channels before just going out, because we don't want you to get in any danger yourself, as things are a little bit dicey still right now. So, but Jennifer, we're going to send it back to you.
Cole, she was talking about how her neighbor's house was in her bedroom. We also saw a car and a carport in front of the house, and surely that wasn't where it was when this all started. Any idea where that came from?
I'm not sure right now, Jennifer, but we do know that this carport that she actually bought is fairly new. And she said that her car, it seems okay just from what I can see, but that something did hit the windshield. But again, with the power lines down, all these cars are just kind of stuck right now as they're going to work to get that. So it just makes things a little bit difficult. But we're all hoping and sending good vibes and prayers to these folks, and we're just hoping that we can get them some help and get this all sorted out. But it is, now that the sun is really starting to come up, and we'll show you more coming up in just a little bit, but it is truly, truly devastating.
Just how bad the damage was where Carly is. So that was right off Peters Mill Road. Well, a church and a fine art school, they were also hit. And now neighbors are trying to figure out where to even start their cleanup efforts this morning.
13,000 customers were without power. People lost everything. They don't have beds to sleep in. They don't have cars to drive. But we are hearing from some of those people this morning, and they say the one thing they can't stop thinking about are the people who lost their lives.
They lost more. We were fortunate.